Alrighty. Well, guess what? It's not Livecast Thursday. It's Livecast Friday this time. I know the intro said Livecast Thursday because I always do it on Thursday, but things just worked out better for pretty much after I called Steve and said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna move it to Friday." It just seemed to work better. Tori couldn't be on visually on Thursday. Steve found out that it'd be better on Friday, and evidently yesterday I had some sort of gastrointestinal thing going on, and I wasn't feeling well, so it just worked out all the way around. So we're here on Friday, and yesterday's, or if we went live yesterday on Thursday, it would have been exciting because you would have got to see this guy. Title is still not. Oh, that's strange. Mine is okay. I don't know what's going on. Can is it just I'm stopping. Steve, is it in your restream screen that you're showing that, or can you view it on YouTube or something to see if it's still the same thing? We can't hear Steve.
There we go. I was muted. Yeah, help the my Facebook link that goes out automatically when you do the restream is showing that title along with what's up at my top. I didn't check YouTube though.
Huh, that is so interesting. Well, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'll show you my personal screen, what I'm looking at. So this is definitely a streaming error. You guys can see my screen, and you can see up here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, tonight about PFC Jamie Riley. It's all written up. I did what I was supposed to do, damn it. Oh my God, I hope it fixes itself. Something is weird. Hey, I pay a lot of money for this every year. And yeah. So anyway. All right. If anybody's watching it and their screen says something about the Matt Boyle thing tonight, it's not. It's about the PFC Jamie Riley event. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. So to kind of get back into what I was saying, it works out better for tonight because we have everybody here. Everything's well. And more information was shared in the last 24 or 48 hours, which is really important. Now, to all of you that are watching or going to be watching later on, I just want to get into a little bit of, oh, wait, did I do it? I did it again. Hey, everybody, I forgot. I'm RC Ron. Steve, I'm going to have to put this on you to remind me every time.
You got it.
We are here with Tori from Lucifer's Wolves, and also Mr. Steve, the Ash Gun Truck, is also here with his insightful commentation and information that he always has, and everybody loves Steve, so it's always a good thing to have him on. The guys, the PFC Jamie Riley, I know there's people out there that are going to be like, okay, they're talking about an event again. Well, we're always talking about event because that's when airsofters get together. And when I go to an event, my airsoft reasons for going or my personal reasons is because, hey, I want to go out and I want to have some fun. I bought all this gear. I look sexy in it. So why don't we go show the world and go out there? And usually I get shot a lot and I don't really do anything, but it's because I'm not a great player. I admit that, but I have fun. And good or bad, doesn't matter. People go to events to have a good time. And the thing that the PFC Jamie Riley event kind of not subtracts, but extracts from the norm of your typical airsoft events, and I'm not knocking airsoft events. I'm just saying what makes it even better is that you get 2 days, 2 days of play for $50 at an airsoft field, not somebody's backyard or somebody's farmland or something. It's organized by people that run events, has experienced leaders and co-leaders and all that. It's still a milsim type event. Did I say it's $50? Yeah, I did say it's $50 for 2 days. And it's for a great cause at the same time. It's a memorial, it's an event, it's a scholarship event. You're remembering a fallen soldier and you're helping someone that needs scholarship assistance to futures, for their future. And I cannot imagine how could that be bad? I mean, you get to go have fun in an organized airsoft atmosphere at a great field that has great characteristics to it. and it's you get to do it. You're doing it not to pad somebody's pocket. You're doing it to help somebody. So I don't understand why people can't. If they are trying to pick which event do I go to, you know, I'm not saying you're a bad person if you don't go to this event. I'm just saying when it comes down to the choices I would make, if I'm going to go to one event that's over here, which is an airsoft event, and maybe an airsoft event that you could have good times at, or an airsoft event you can have good times at, and it's for a great cause, remembering a fallen U.S. soldier. There is no, there is no, there is no. Well, there is no. Well, maybe no. It's always going to be. I mean, I'm going for the maximum here. I'm going to get all the benefits of it. I'm going to help. I'm going to have a good time. It's for a good cause. All that stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And the PFC Jamie Riley event coming up in January, ladies and gentlemen. Children of all ages, well, as long as you're, well, what is it, 18 and over, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, adults of all ages, come to the field, have a good time for a great cause. The PFC Jamie Riley event is also introducing tonight more cool stuff that makes it even more exciting. After this is their third one, they've built up over these last 3 years of having 2 years, having an amazing event, and now it gets better and better, and you're going to see that. I mean, it's just amazing. So this will lead me into, hey, Tori. Tori's here from Lucifer Wolves, and she is here to talk to us, give us updates on everything that's been happening, and I'm going to be popping up some stuff on the screen to help people to see what she's talking about, or just to give you some idea of the things that are coming to this event. This is more complex than previous ones, and sometimes complex is cool, and it is. That's a fact for this event. A lot more cooler stuff. So, all right, Tori, take it away, darling.
Definitely is going to be a lot of fun this year. We are introducing a lot more items on field for everyone to find, and we really are challenging people to use their intellect to figure out what exactly the item is and where it's supposed to go. So as Ron hinted at, we are adding a new element, I guess would be the best word, to this game, and we are doing intel versus supply. So as many of you probably have already heard from me in previous live streams, the main goal in this event is to establish a central supply and get all your supplies to that central supply base and hold it there. Now, we are also adding in a intel portion of it. There will be objects that are intel objects on field, hidden just like the supply objects, that do not go to supply. They have to go back to your CP. So those objects are anything to give you an idea. Supplies are going to be stuff like this.
Ramen, baby! Yeah.
It is either going to be the ramen, which each side will be designated 2 types of ramen per side, or it is going to be the 20-liter military jerry can water jugs, which I think at the moment the decision has been that we're going to make them half full. So they're not going to be too easy to move. But if you guys come across stuff like... Perfect. Thank you. So if you guys come across stuff like this, which you can see on this screen.
This is out of the op board, everybody. Just to let everyone know. What I'm showing is not something I pulled up on Google. This is actually out of the op board. So, okay, go ahead, Tori.
Sorry. Just a heads up. Ron, your audio is sharing your screen, which is causing an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, I can fix that. Sorry about that, everybody. I will fix it. I think I know why.
One second.
And is that better? Less echo now?
Yes.
Okay, that's my fault. Sorry.
There's going to be at least 4 different types of ramen on field, 2 of each type for each faction. Then we're also going to have the GI 20-liter water cans in tan and green. If they are not exactly green or tan, we will have them marked clearly so you will know which one it is. Those are the only things that are going to your supply depots. So if those items end up back at CP, they do not count for points at the end of the game. They have to go to your supply depot. While
Ooh, got to remember that. That's an important note right there.
yes,
Important note.
supplies have to go to supply depot. Intel's the only thing that is supposed to go back to your CPs. Intel wise, we will have hard drives out there, RAM sticks, cameras, radios, cell phones, GPUs. Don't try to make a phone call on these cell phones. I promise you are completely dead and irrelevant. Um, even though, as I'm finding out, one of our cameras still has an SD card in it. So please do not take anything out of these phones or out of anything if you think it's cool. Leave everything exactly the way you find it, unless it's ramen. And if you really want to eat your points, that's on you. Um, so that is one of the newest things we have coming up for this game. It is going to be that decision of whether or not what you just picked up on field is intel or is it supply. Because if supply, like I said, goes back to CP, it does not count. If intel ends up at the supply depot, it will not count either. So make that very clear with everybody.
Right. Absolutely. You got, see, it actually says secure and capture and return to CP depots. So you guys got to know this. You got to, I mean, certain things go to the depot, certain things go to CP. You guys have to pay attention to that. And this is stuff you find on the field randomly. So you got to pay attention. And all of it's very important, correct, Tori?
Yes, extremely.
Okay.
I can tell you this is that these are small. This can fit into the size of my hand.
Okay.
This is going to be something that's very easily missed. Best thing to advice for everybody, if it's something that does not look like it's supposed to be on field and it's not modern, because we are not using anything new. Everything we are using, hi Matt, because now he's posted it twice. um,
Oh, I'm
so
sorry. I've been so worried about putting stuff up.
it's
Hey.
okay.
Ah.
If it does not look like it's a modern piece of technology or does not look like it is supposed to be on field, leave it. Or don't leave it, bring it back. If it's something that looks like a modern phone that turns on and works like it would be someone else's phone on field, bring it back to an admin. Don't just assume it's not.
Absolutely.
So just be cautious about what you grab on field and what is actually intel and supplies. And know, just in case anybody is asking me this, because it happened to the first game, tires are neither. No one touches tires, please.
Yeah, pretty much pay attention to the opboard here, the pictures. No tires.
Do you remember that, Ron?
Huh?
Do you remember that?
No, I do not. Somebody brought you a tire.
Yep, they picked up one of the tires on field and tried to bring it back.
Okay.
So
Well, hey, they get an A for effort, but too bad it, didn't work out. Yes, Matt. Everybody loves you. Don't be saying that stuff. It's very nice of you to come on here. What's up, fools? That's what he said. Good to see Matt on. Matt is the leader for what side, Tori?
he is going to be the Denovian resistance leader, aka the good side.
Denobians. The
Um,
Denobian side. All right.
so a little side note about uniforms. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page with that when it comes down to Denovia versus Atropia. Denovia is green or tan. Atropia is green. I had someone ask me questions about that, trying to buy their tickets because our tickets are obviously listed as Atropia and Denovia, but Atropia is green, Denovia is tan. We do not allow Tropic multicam on. We do not allow Tropic multicam on the Atropian side, and we do not allow ACU overall because ACU is neither green nor tan.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Right.
All right, that's all in the rule set and all that. It's all mentioned.
It
Cool.
is. It's just
So,
something I like going, making sure everyone understands because even if though it's listed, obviously we have certain people like I'm not going to name because he's not here right now who doesn't like reading and doesn't know how to read apparently. So and we all know who
okay.
I'm talking about.
All right. To surmise everything so far, just so far, what you've been saying, everybody who's watching, hey, look, check it out. You've got all these props that are coming in. There's stuff you can find on the field, and they have purposes. There's things you have to do something with them. It's not just hey, go take this objective kind of event. It's as a you have a purpose every time you're moving forward. You're looking for stuff. You're not just trying to shoot down the enemy and say, "Oh, cool, I shot that guy." No, it's, "Oh, cool, I found this, and I got to do the right thing with it." So, yeah, this is all real stuff. This is pictures of the actual stuff that's going to be out there. Very cool, Tori. Very cool. Awesome. All right, what's next?
So going into the Opward, we are releasing Opward hopefully by the end of this week. Oh, and there he is. So we're gonna hopefully be releasing this Opward by the end of this week. We just have a couple tweaks to make from it. The Opward will cover literally everything from the Evo objectives to secondary objectives, which there is going to be more than just the primary objective, guys. There is going to be constantly things for you to be looking for and working towards. We've discussed in previous, there's going to be mobile hospital locations. One thing we have decided, and unfortunately I don't have either piece of that with me right now, is the mobile hospitals we will be setting up. It will be marked out by a red ammo can with a red cross on it. That's how you will know where the mobile hospital will be to take. There is another part to that. The unit that or the faction that is trying to take that mobile hospital has to find a med kit that's located out on field. We have a BMW first aid kit. It actually has the BMW logo on it, or it's Volkswagen. One of the two. I think it's
Cool.
Volkswagen. You have to find that bag and get it to the red Jerry ammo can to essentially form your mobile hospital. Once that mobile hospital is up, you have to hold it for 10 minutes before you can use it as a forward respawn for 20 minutes. So that is one of the secondary objectives.
So I mean, this isn't just show up and go shoot. I'm sorry, I keep jumping in because this is not your typical airsoft event. I mean, it's got props, it's got complexity, it's got purpose. You want to come and keep your mind busy, and you want to play, and you know that there's things to focus on. If you're that kind of player, which a majority of airsoft players are, this is the event for you. This is so cool. There's more and more stuff being added every week when we have these live casts. It just gets more and more exciting. And this is 2 days. This is 2 days of it with a Saturday night Evo. So, bravo, Tori. Sorry, keep going.
You're good. We are still working, thanks to Bill Gary of Reaper's Rejects. We are working right now with Miss Lori to also get a best death patch made up for you guys. We will have that, hopefully a picture of it soon. We're still working on a design, so keep that in mind. If you die on field, make sure, if you're near an admin, make sure it looks good. We are watching it all.
Nice. Very cool. Special effects. Cool. I like that.
Sorry.
Okay. So anyway, I just pop this up every once in a while. Everybody who's not familiar with Wasteland, it's a pretty big field. I mean, compared to some other airsoft, and it changes all the time. Let me change this over so people can see. It changes the terrain changes all the time. You got forest down here. You got high grass, weeds, bushes all through here. this right here, if you can see, yeah, you guys can see it, is actually a big. It's actually a drop off. It's about like a 20-foot drop off. It's pretty cool. It goes down to like a valley. And this is a high ridge. It goes around the valley, and that ridge continues all the way around over here. And this is a low area too, about the same depth as the valley. And you can see it turns into sand, and there's all kinds of structures out there, obstacles, all kinds of stuff. This field, and Tori Lucifer Wolves is using the entire field. So, yeah, you've got plenty of excitement going for you when you show up to this event. You guys are going to be starting off with certain points, and then, man, you can see anything in this field. So, the hill eats the weak. Matt Poodle. Yeah, that hill's pretty brutal, but you can go around it. You can go around it. So, go ahead, Tori. Sorry, I just had to say something about the field.
You're good. So yeah, we've established that tan and green are going to start exactly where they did last year. We figured this gives tan the advantage of the fact that their uniforms blend in better with the sand, and green the advantage that their uniforms will blend in better than with the trees. So we're trying to give you guys the best, at least starting off advantages you guys have. Because your first goal is to find your fobs, establish communications with your fobs, and from there, use those fobs to get as close as you can to the supply depot so you can transfer everything in there. Your fobs can be used as a holding point for everything. Just remember, those fobs are capturable. So you could bring as much stuff into those fobs as you want.
Damn.
But if someone captures your fob, and that means everybody is wiped out of your fob, all your supplies go back to admin, and admin redistributes it, and you have to go find them all again.
Oh no! Jeez! Oh, don't even. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is, yeah. That will be the same thing with the main supply depot. If you lose your supply depot, that main supply depot that you're both are fighting for, whatever is in that supply depot will be returned to admins. We will rate you in a set point on field where all your stuff will be returned to an admin too.
Right. And that supply depot is in the center of the field, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of you have been to this field. You all know the little bit of a tire fortress surrounding that big tree in the center of the field. That is your supply depot. That is both Tans and Green's supply depot. So, addressing Aiden's question real quick. You can capture the other team's material. It does not count for anything. It just has to be returned to admin if you capture it. So if you search somebody and they have, let's say, tan supplies on them, you can take it from them, but it has to be immediately returned to an admin for us to redistribute.
So you don't get points for it, but it definitely takes away their advantage of getting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it's worth something, just not physically to you, but it hurts the other team. Definitely. Good question, Aiden. Thank you very much.
We are going to delay it going back out on field too if it's something that's been captured. So while you had it right there and then, it might be another 20, 30 minutes before we put it back out on field for you guys to go find. So
I got to jump in. I'm sorry. I got to jump in. Everybody, we talked about this last live cast where we talked about the PFC Jamie Riley event, and she talked more about supplies back then, and she's talking about supplies again. So you've got to focus. Excuse me, let me say that slower. You've got a focus that you can that you can work with. It's not just we'll go over here and hold this position. With all the props we're seeing tonight, and more mention about supplies and how important they are, you've got purpose. You've got something that you really have to worry about through this entire game. I mean, I've been to several events where it's just go out and shoot people. Okay, cool. Well, let's hold this position, shoot people. Okay, blow that up. Okay. No, this is like, okay, well, we're over here. What's going on? There's props. There's something we have to worry about. The commander may communicate with us and say, hey, we got to move this or this. You have to store things. You have to put things in the right places. This is cool. I really, really enjoy this. Sorry, I'm jumping back out. Okay.
You're good. So yeah, while you guys can't technically hold on to their supplies, and we did that, that's a lesson we learned from year one, where poor Tan got steamrolled because Green decided to take all the ramen and not share. Yeah, that wasn't a good thing at all. So Now it is if you capture it from somebody or capture a fob with all their supplies in it, the admin will be taking that back from whoever captured it, and we will redistribute it back on field just whenever we decide we feel like it. There's not going to be a set time. It just won't be immediately at all.
Okay.
So just to
Um,
keep in mind.
okay, Mr. Steve, what are your thoughts on this? The way it's been growing. You've been here for most of the live cast. What do you think about this event?
Yeah, so I like the different props they're going to be using, the gameplay. It's not your typical game style to where you're constantly running supplies, which is a nice change of pace, a little less team deathmatch, a little more objective based. I like
Mm-hmm.
the fact that the props are not massive, so you really got to look for them.
Mm-hmm.
And adding the water to the canteens is a big plus because again, throwing some realism in there. Nobody wants to run back a empty gas can and be like, or a water tank and be like, hey everybody, look what I brought, empty. So I can appreciate that. I like when you're being challenged physically with some of the objectives. There's been some games that I played in where they had like the real live live weight dummies that were 130 to 180 pounds, and having to move those. It's not like this things where you do some of these medicing rules where you just put a hand on somebody and they run with you. Really experiencing the struggle that you've got to set your gun, put it on a sling. You're carrying all your weight, all your gear, and then having to carry something massive really takes it kind of to that like next level. And so it's really cool to see that you've got a little bit of variety there with that, and you also brought back the ramen, which is which is one of my favorite parts. So definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Steve, are you a green bean or a coffee bean?
I'm a green bean kind of guy.
All right. Well, yes. Let's see. Aiden says he's going to shoot people no matter whether he has the high or low ground. Well, that's airsoft. Absolutely. Oop, wrong one. Um, he said that people whether have the high or low. Yeah. Well, hey, cool, man. That's what they're there for. You get in the right position, man. You can have all kinds of trouble. Matt Boyle's unhappy about your green bean statement, Mister
Well,
Steve.
listen, nothing's set in stone, so you're always willing to to hit me up. Maybe we work something out,
Cash talks lots of languages, guys.
right?
All right, Tori, we kind of pushed you out. I'm sorry. Let's keep
You're
going with
good.
Tori.
I am actually just making sure I've covered everything, and
Okay, well then while you're doing that, I can fold right into the night game if you want me to.
yeah, because we kind of hinted on it last game, but I don't think we really
Yeah.
went into depth of how this is going to work. And with the offer
Right.
coming out, why don't we go over a little bit?
Okay. Tori mentioned about supplies. And I mentioned about supplies. Supplies. We talked about supplies, and then over here we talked about supplies, and then the last time we talked about supplies. So I'm thinking supplies are pretty much important for people to pay attention to. So supplies. Okay. Right now, if you've been paying attention, you have the focus that you've got this intel items. Awesome. Plus, you got these supplies you have to worry about because they're very crucial to the event. The supplies, no matter where you have them, can be stolen. The FOB or whatever doesn't have to be conquered for these supplies to be stolen. It's just somebody could steal them. A player could sneak in and say, "Oh, I'm going to take a handful of ramen and bye bye," or whatever. That you got. So you're kind of not only just doing an offensive, you're kind of doing a defensive, right, or a security, better word, an offensive plus you're doing security at the same time. And the leaders may assign certain people, but I tell you what, this feels big enough that it may not have the manpower to be able to do this. So you've got to keep track of your supplies because there is. I'm trying to remember exactly how much I gave away at the last live cast, but if you did not acquire all the supplies or anything that you could have during the day, or if some stuff got stolen during the day and you don't know where it is, well, that's where the nighttime event comes in. because you're going to have a chance. Actually a change of view, a change of focus. That's what's cool about the night event. Yes, you went through the evos during the day, and you're like, okay, we got to do this. We have these supplies over here. We got to defend. We got to attack. We got to get in here. We got to do this. And then, dude, night event. All right, night event. What's going on? We got to go get our stuff. Our stuff. We need points. We got to go get our stuff. Well, your stuff is being protected by a completely different faction, a completely different group that has already embedded, and they want to protect what they have, what they've stolen, what they have. And green and tan they won't be fighting each other during the night. They're going to be fighting for survival. They'll be fighting for getting their stuff back for the night event. And that's all I'm going to say, because that gives away too much, because there's more intricacies into it. So what I'm going to expand on is the fact that a lot of events, the day evos have a objective or objectives or a purpose or a direction, and then the night evos, generally what happens with night evos is that it's pretty much the same objectives, but it seems like at night evos a lot of the sides lose big numbers, so it gets a little crazy. You only got 20 guys going fighting up against 40 people or whatever. This one's going to be different. It's actually designed so the green and the tan have a fighting chance to be able to get their points back. And if you don't stay with it, if you don't have bodies there to actually do the fighting, it will directly affect how many supplies you can get back. It's going to be a full-out battle. It's going to be against experienced people. So it's going to be entertaining. So that's my spiel on that. The night event's going to be really, really cool. And by the way, it's at night. Just, in case calling it a night event is not enough. So night vision stuff is great. Red lights, green lights, that kind of stuff. Awesome. So anything else? What did I miss? Anything on the night stuff did I miss, Tori?
We will have a vendor on site who will be able to provide night vision for hopefully a really reasonable price for you guys. So,
do you know how much did they mention a price yet or no?
They are still working on a price. It depends on how many units you can have up by the event.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that will be available for people to go ahead and rent from him. Cool. So
very cool.
I'll chime in there and I'll tell you right now. I bought my MVGs about a year ago, actually a little over a year ago now. And for those that have wanted the opportunity to try something new and exciting about airsoft but can't quite find it, night games are a blast. Especially when you got a good pair of nods and you're running around. Iron Dagger, when we played a couple weeks ago, a little over half the game was all night. And so it's a ton of fun. So if you have the opportunity to come out to this night game and have the ability to rent out a set of nods, it will definitely be worth it.
Okay. That's perfect for the question I just saw. That Douglas, can we rent nods? Can we get nods for rent but not tacos? We would not dare rent tacos to you because we know we would not get them back. It's that simple.
I think what he's saying is that we can get somebody out there to rent out night vision, but we can't.
I see what he's saying. Okay, yeah, that's because the market around the area doesn't deal in nods. So yeah, I'm with you on the tacos thing, man. I am though. I am.
If I could, I would.
Okay, so all right, that's. I mean, just to expand a little bit on what Steve was just saying, the night experience is exactly that. The night experience is okay. Obviously, it's night, but it changes the whole physical atmosphere of the experience you're having. Everybody's hindered in some way, when it comes to vision, being able to walk, all that stuff, run, whatever, what you can see, what you can shoot at, and it intensifies. It gets you that blood going. You got your head on a swivel. All your sensors are going alive because you're trying to figure this stuff out. What's going on in front of me? Even with night vision stuff on.
Night vision just affects your depth perception, guys.
Big time.
If you don't realize that, you cannot. Sometimes even placing your feet wearing nods is near impossible.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they have their advantages, but that doesn't mean that that trumps everything else. No, they have disadvantages. They're nice for certain things. But if we just happen to have a half moon night that's, not cloudy, they will help. They'll be awesome. You will have an advantage, but not everybody is completely blind. So you still have to keep aware. You still have to focus on what's going on. It's night events are very, very, very cool. Um, Especially when you've got specific direction, specific objective, and you're not just wandering around wondering what to do next. So this night event is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to be a part of it. I can't. It's going to be fantastic. So,
Does the night event, is it going to have any ambient lighting? Are you guys going to rent out like any kind of like portable lighting systems out there?
no,
Okay.
not that's not in the plans now. There is some mention of uh, high intensity lighting used at random, loudspeakers, smoke, explosions, all this. Oh, wait a minute. Am I? I'm not. I'm not. I'm saying too much. There's all kinds of cool stuff planned. So
see, the best
I'm
way to
sorry.
describe it is RC is not even telling me everything. Ron
No.
hasn't told me everything either.
No.
So
I want people to come
he is
back.
being an evil genius, and we're not going to know until the event.
It's gonna be so much fun. People are gonna be regretting they didn't go on the night mission. That's for sure. So
Speaking of regretting going night vision, guys, this does count towards your overall points. So make
yeah.
sure you stay for the night game because that could seriously make or break the game for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, like I said, supplies a couple of times earlier, and that's what it comes down to. If one side is able to beat out the competition, so to speak, beat out the battle in there and get their supplies, that just helps their surplus for the next day. Point accumulation. And that's what this baby's all about. It's not just, well, we held, we captured and we kept zone beta for an hour and that gave us some points. No, it's physical. It's what you got to show at the end. And all of the Evos beforehand help to add all that up. It's a domino effect. If your dominoes keep going, you keep gaining stuff, you're gonna have a good chance of victory. If something happens and a domino doesn't fall, you don't get your supplies, it'll hurt your bottom end. So that's it. I mean, that. It's just that simple. It's complex, but it's simple in its own way. Yeah, a lot of things to focus on. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting, and I'm gonna be playing in it, which is even more exciting. So. Yeah, man, I can't wait. Okay, Tori, what do you have anything else for us, darling?
I do not have anything else for you for tonight, at least. Does anybody in anywhere have any questions about anything we might have spoken about tonight or previous or in general? I don't know if we have. I know we have quite a few people watching, but
How about Whiskey Pete? No, sorry, no. That's kind of against a lot of laws, but that would be awesome. But no, sorry. Matt Boyle says he's been eating carrots for weeks. Already doesn't stand a chance. Okay, that must be a vision thing. He's trying to improve his vision. Linder has night vision stuff, so it's going to get crazy during the night vision stuff. Tracer, let's see, got a new tracer. Did you really, Karen? That's awesome. Tracers are cool. They're very, very cool. I like it when you shoot a tracer and you see the BB, it goes over and you can actually see it bounce off the person that you're trying to hit, and it's like, yes, I hit them. And then I hate it when they don't call their hit. It's like, wait a minute, I just saw it hit them.
Tracers work both ways, though. Just a heads up.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, that's why a lot of people will take tracer, the glow in the dark BBs, and they'll kind of just blend like a 30 to 70 or a 50 to 50 inside with regular BBs. That way, it happens just every once in a while, so they don't give away their position completely.
I have a couple guys on my team who'll take the 30-round mags and literally sit there and count every 3 rounds, putting in a tracer round.
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's focus. That's focus right there. So, I'm going to say a few things while, like Tori is maybe thinking of anything she may have forgotten, or Steve's accumulating any awesome information in his brain that he wants to finish off with. What I'm going to say, as some of you may know, and I should have said this at the beginning, but this was not the focus of tonight's live cast. I'm going to end this with, as some of you may know, the Grey Wolf Airsoft store is having its soft opening tomorrow. It's the first day that the store is actually open for the public. It's in Ocala, Florida. It's actually southwest Ocala on the corner there. And and the reason we call it soft openings because due to some accumulation of a lot of problems over the last 5 months with the county and the city stuff and all this trying to get everything worked out, we have not been able to progress as much as we want. We wanted to just open it up and say, hey, we've got everything, but we don't. We have a soft opening, has a lot of products, but it's not near what our future plans. Give us, a few months. But it's soft opening. You want to go ahead and, if you want some BBs, we got tons of guns. We got the batteries, we got pouches, we got a lot of equipment. We got some cool stuff from Stryker Enterprises, Stryker Airsoft. And if anything, just come and check out the store in its base form. It's a lot better when we first moved in there, and we're still actively working on it. If you get a chance, come on by and see us tomorrow. We're going to be open Saturday, Sunday. It's basically Tuesday through Sunday, just closed on Mondays. But tomorrow's the first day, and I wanted to let everybody know. If you're coming down, we appreciate you coming in, but do not envision what you see as being what the final result's going to be. But it's still a store, so got a lot of product, really cool stuff going on. And, you kind of get to, if you have any, suggestions, it's a soft opening. Just let us know, hey, man, it'd be cool if you guys did this or that. And be like, okay, yeah, man, we'll think about that. Please. We're open for comments. We're going to have several people on there throughout the day, owners and people that work for the company and throughout there, or associates of the company, not work for the company, but owners and friends of the company in there. And just come in and talk with us, or just come in, whatever, just to see. Appreciate it. Steve, you said you're going to be there, right?
Yeah, I'll be
Cool.
there. Come see a self-proclaimed celebrity.
Awesome. Yes. Lori, yes. I can't wait to see you come by. Lori, I can't wait to see you too. That'd be really great if you get to come up and see it. Because Lori Watson of Watson Creations is going to have products in there too, but we haven't received them yet because she's still making them. She's a busy lady. We're going to have a whole display just of Lori Watson stuff. It's going to be awesome. Everybody that has dealt with Lori Watson stuff loves Lori Watson stuff. And
Absolutely.
we're going to have it at the store. It's one of those things. She's busy. She's a one-woman band kind of thing. So it's kind of like we got the order, but we just got to wait, and we're fine with that. As long as soon as we get her stuff in there, we'll be announcing on Facebook, social media, all that stuff. And I think I missed something. Hey, Matt Boyle will be swinging by. Yes, Mr. Stryker Airsoft himself to see his products displayed there, and. Yes, it's been Paul's dream for a long time. Yes, it has been. And we're going to make that happen. And I'm excited to see what it's going to, I already know what it looks like, of course, what it looks like now, and then give it 2 months or 3 months, and then what it's going to turn into. It's going to be awesome because we're not rushing in so quickly that we're just going to make a situation where we can't correct it. We're doing it slow and steady. So where we create it as we go, and it just comes out fantastic. Taking everything in and taking our time with it. That story is going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So, all right, Tori, do you have anything more you wanted to say?
Tickets are still available online, guys. We are still selling them at looserswolvesairsoft.com. They're $50 for the entire weekend. That is from morning Saturday until late night Saturday night and all day Sunday. Once I can figure out how to add a ticket to our website, the December tickets, the long-awaited Sunday only tickets, will be dropping on our website as well for $30. That is for Sunday only. So
that's super important. If people can't come on Saturdays, or they're going someplace else on Saturday, whatever, they can't come in. You can still show up for the Sunday event. It's all part of it's the second day of the event, and there'll be tickets available. Yes, that's awesome. So Yeah, maybe you were busy. You got to work on Saturday. You can still come to this event. You pay part of the price. You show up on Sunday. Super, super exciting. And yes, everybody, get them now while you can. And the tickets are, I mean, it's a scholarship event. The majority of the proceeds go to a scholarship which happens to help somebody in need, and the whole event is based around remembering a fallen U.S. soldier, and I can't, it's just heartwarming. You get to go have fun, and you're doing a good thing all at the same time. So, Mr. Steve, any last mentions? Any last words? Any last
Yeah. So
nods?
again, tomorrow I'll be up there bright and early, hanging out at the shop until I get thrown out. So come on by, say hey to us. I might, exchange some awesome stories with everyone and just have a good time. So
Ah, it's good.
might even bring some tacos.
Oh, damn. I mean, wait a minute. Did you say tacos? Wait a minute here. Douglas is going to be there. Yeah, we'll know. Because tacos sounds good to me right now. So, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Everybody, thank you very much. Yes, Douglas. Yes. My last notes, my summation, my overview, my look at the last few minutes that we've been talking. Um, the intel that's being used, the intel objects for the event. Come on, they're using real stuff. They're not just, hey, it's a cardboard box that says intel on it. No, it's real stuff. It's actual like phones, and it looked like circuit boards and all the stuff that you got to keep an eye out for. Gives a little bit of realism, which is really, really cool. Supplies, supplies, supplies for the event. If you and your squad are running around and you just think that you're heading over here to shoot at people, it's not. This event's not based on that. You're going to have to keep an eye out for everything. You got to focus. You got to be a professional and keep your head on a swivel and look for stuff that could help your team. Supplies. You got to protect your supplies. The night event it takes everything in a different direction, but it's still for the carrying on of the point system. How people are gonna, how you accrue everything so you can win at the end. So night mission is just as important as any other Evo. Okay, and it's going to be beautiful weather. It's January. It's not going to be hot. So nighttime, at least cool weather, can't go wrong. I mean, thank God. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, there's Paul Davis, Mr. Davis of Grey Wolf Airsoft and Wasteland. He's on. Finally, hey, man. How's it going? And also, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Even though it's going to be cool weather, don't forget to hydrate. You got to hydrate every single time. Start hydrating a few days beforehand. Focus on when you get the outboard, you get the warlord, whatever that stuff. Make sure you read it. You saw bits of it tonight. It's not something somebody just put together and sketched with a pencil. This is professionally done, so it's explanatory. It gives you images that you can you can rely on. Very important to get your hands on that. And also, just for the new for Wasteland, where this is going to be held at, Wasteland's having on December 16th. They're having a Christmas special. That if you come dressed up, you get a discount. If you're fully dressed up, you get on for free. If you got a hat on that's Christmassy or whatever, you get a discount. That kind of thing. Check it out. There's some details in the banner on Facebook. And then also at Wasteland, December 30th, we're having a night game. That's just kind of to end the old year and bring in the new. Cool little night ops at the field. A lot of people are saying that would be cool. I think it's going to be very cool. I can't wait for that. Information you can find on the Grey Wolf Airsoft Facebook page. And we post stuff almost every 2 to 3 days. So keep track on that. Like and follow, all that stuff. Let's put Tori up on the main screen. Tori, say goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
Yes, Tori, thank you very much for coming on tonight. It's been all this information for the PFCG. Every single live cast, it gets more and more exciting. If all of y'all have not seen the old live cast talking about PFC, check them out. You can see the build up. She gives away more and more cool stuff every single live cast, and we will be having more in the future. Mr. Steve, any final words? Maybe just a peace symbol or whatever you got going on? Yeah? All right. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for coming on. For those of you that are watching now and in the future, if you have any questions about the PFC Jamie Riley event, you can check it out. through the Lucifer Wolves. Contact them. You can go through the website. You can contact them about any questions you might have. If it's something to do with Wasteland or Grey Wolf Airsoft, Facebook pages as well is the best way to get a hold of us. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. And if we don't see you in the future, have a great holiday.